guys, Stephen Fielders here, back in the garage. Today we have something really cool to show you from Retrax. This is their ProXR with their Retrax rail system. And the ProXR, I'll talk about the cover very briefly, but really the main attraction of today's video is going to be the rail system. But as for the cover, this is a retractable cover, of course, and it features a matte black finish, a really good looking low profile cover. It's made of aluminum, so it's lightweight, but also very durable. Now, one of the really cool things that makes Retrax is their canister system. So instead of the cover retracting in and on itself, it actually retracts into a spiral system. And that spiral system allows this cover not to fold in on itself and create damage over time, but rather in that spiral system, it's just rolling into the spiral and never onto itself. So the cover is going to look great for the years that you own it. Now, moving on to the rail system. Now, the rail system is unique because it allows us to really use a tonneau cover, but also upgrade our truck to be much more friendly to those adventurous types out there for a bike carrier, for instance, or if you just want more cargo space, you can mount a basket accessory like you see here. But the T-channel built into this rail will work with really any T-channel accessories on the market, whether that's Rhino Rack or Thule, or in our case, Yakima. So we really have a ton of options we can now use our truck for and free up some of the space in the bed. And the cool thing about this design and this kit is that because this is a retractable cover and not a folding one, I can still use my tonneau cover just like I could originally. So I can lift the handle, slide it back, and the one thing I will note here is this clearance here is amazing. A 1/16 of an inch there, so really tight clearances here, perfectly designed system. So I can use my retractable cover, it folds all the way back into the canister with no issues, so I can still use my bed like a bed. So it really is a good design. Now, other than that, another cool feature here is if you already have a Retrax cover, all you have to do is buy the rail system if you want to upgrade, and you can still use that with your existing Retrax cover. So no need to buy a whole new kit. You can use this with your current Retrax cover. Now, moving on to the installation. As far as difficulty and time that it took to make this install happen, I'm going to give this a 4 of 10 on the difficulty scale, not because it's really difficult to do the install, but mainly because there is some pre-assembly required before you put the cover onto the bed, and that's you actually have to put the rails onto the canister. Both rails have to go into the canister, and then you have to take the whole assembly and move it over to the bed. So doing that on your own would be very difficult to do, so it's really a good idea to have a buddy on hand to make this happen, but otherwise I'll give this a 4 of 10 for mainly that reason. As far as the time that it took us about an hour in the garage to do this. Again, that's going to vary depending on the manpower you have on hand, but also the tools you have. Now, last but not least, if there was any one tip I would give you for this installation, it's to read the instructions. There are actually some really clever things that they've included in the kit that maybe wouldn't be clear if you did not read the instructions, and one of those is a plastic piece that's actually on the canister, and you remove that before you do the installation. But that plastic piece helps you find the perfect distance between your bed rail and the tailgate. And doing that step makes the job of making these parallel level with one another so much easier, giving you a much easier job at having a smooth retracting cover. So just be aware of that and check your instructions before doing the install. Now, if you do decide to go with this system, the last thing you want to know is about the warranty. This is covered by their legendary lifetime warranty, so if anything ever does go wrong, Retrax has you more than covered. Now guys, if you want any more details about this kit, check the description below the video. We'll have it all for you there, from a part number all the way to a dealer locator, so you can find this kit at a dealer near you. Now, if you like the video, leave us a like. If you love the video, feel free to subscribe and click the bell icon for notifications anytime we release a new video. Thanks again for tuning in. This has been Total Truck Centers in the Garage.